Alright, hello everyone. So I think... Let's see, where did we leave off? Just a second, comes through and see. So we confirm that weapons stay here. Carrying the sniper rifle. Ammo.
Re-establishing security system. See you soon.
Oh, I have to just fill. I can unlock something. Run into many harmful gases. Haven't had a problem with aiming so far. I mean, that's also cool. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna be able to see through walls is important. I have to activate that.
I unequivocally deplore the methods used by the Apostles.
Guess that means that energy consumption is now going to become a thing. What's dead and derelict row? That's derelict row. check the limb clinic. Oh, he's still down here. I've already been in here. Yeah, I already broke in. Alright, let's advance story.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarif?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you. Don't you have some investigating to do? I told you, that backdoor pipeline allowed someone to hack into our system. It cost people their lives. I don't know what Sarif is hiding, but I suggest you get upstairs and talk to him about it. I don't know what Sarif is hiding, but I suggest you get upstairs.
Let's do just that. Find out what the big boss is doing up there.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarif's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go. What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
Just doing my job here, sir. I'm sure you can appreciate that. But most of your people have been kind enough to give us a wide berth, so let's keep the hassle to a minimum.
You're Taggart's aide, aren't you? Dr. Isaiah Sandoval, isn't it?
No need to play ignorant, Mr. Jensen. I am quite sure you have a file on me that's as thick as the one you have on Mr. Taggart.
You're an outspoken activist in your own right, Dr. Sandoval.
When you have seen the things that I have, you find you have no choice but to stand up and be counted. Frankly, I am surprised an ex-cop like yourself isn't more disturbed by the dangers of this technology.
Augmentations help a lot of people, Doc. Handicapped, war vets.
Yes, but at what cost? My own friend had his life ruined by these so-called enhancements of yours. A man much like you who had no choice but to become augmented. Yet once he was... Too much power can make you do terrible things, Mr. Jensen. I suggest you think long and hard on that.
I'd like to hear more about your friend, Dr. Sandoval. What exactly did he do?
Nothing.
Was he injured in the Gulf?
He went on a rampage in a shopping mall, if you must know, hoping to be gunned down by the police, rather than face a lifetime battling augmentation addiction.
He was addicted to augments?
They don't talk about it in those corporate brochures of yours, do they? Neuropathy dependency, rejection psychosis, any number of physical and psychological ills have resulted from this technology, and yet we rarely hear a word about them.
I'm sure the literature is out there.
No thanks to the throng of corporate lawyers attempting to stop it.
Your friend, did he succeed? Did he suicide by cop?
No. Bill Taggart talked him down. I am sure you are very busy, Mr. Jensen, as are Mr. Taggart and I.
Real shame what happened at your factory tonight. My condolences. We'll be out of here shortly. Then you can all relax.
I'm glad we had a chance to talk, Mr. Jensen. Meeting you has been very informative.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Sarif had done something that could compromise us.
Mr. Sarif has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not questioning that.
Aren't you? I've been here since the beginning. I've seen how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy. You better get in there, Adam. David's been waiting.
Okay. Let's do this. Would it be wrong to pull a gun? Tap him now. So it's not going to trigger. All right, let's do it.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
Ooh.
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
I what?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
Oh.
Adam, are we done here?
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. But there's something you're not getting here, Adam. Business is war, with no clear battleground and no rules to keep our enemies honest. In this company, I'm the commander-in-chief, and I have to be ready for anything, and I will do anything to ensure that I am. Now, I hired you because I needed a general I could trust, one who knows how to obey orders. Adam, are we done here?
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
No, Adam. I am not getting sidetracked. I'm trying to give you a message, but apparently you can't take a hint. You disappoint me, son. What happened 6 months ago was a tragedy, plain and simple. I realize you lost more than most of us that day. But I can't have you overreacting like this, questioning me about things that don't even matter. Megan believed in you. Can't you just leave it at that? Adam, are we done here?
Boss, I never meant to imply... Look, I'll back off, if that's what you want. But when you start dragging Megan into this, it puts me on the defensive.
Then get over it. Shake it off and get back to doing your job. I can understand why the mention of Megan's name gets your hackles up. She did break your heart after all. But the data I streamed was a routine, fact-finding check carried out after one of our many late-night discussions, and I don't see how knowing the content of it will make you better equipped for your job. Honestly, Adam, you're starting to appear as jealous as Frank. Just trust me with this one.
Darn, I still haven't gotten these. Alright.
Adam, are we done here?
I may have to
Boss,
reload.
6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't, and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan were keeping back then. I just want to make sure they don't endanger us again.
Adam, I didn't mean to imply... You're right, okay? You're right. I really shouldn't keep this information from you. I just hope you'll understand why I did. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Oh. Okay. Hold on, now I'm curious. Okay. So apparently, if I don't read the emails first, I will miss out on story. Oh, wrong computer. Alright. Huh, I was born in 93.
Athena tells me you spoke to Sarif. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any leads Sarif spoon-feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
Isn't he on the second floor normally? I think he is. Wait. So he pops out of nowhere, talks to me, and then leaves.
Sorry, Adam, I can't help you right now. I'm trying to deal with the fallout from the Taggart meeting.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Oop, there we go.
You have your orders, Adam. Meet Farida at the helipad as soon as you're ready to leave.
Sorry, Adam, I can't help you right now. I'm trying
Hey boss, I heard there was some kind of commotion at the downtown police station earlier. You know that's the precinct that was handling the investigation into the first attack.
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hangsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in. Jensen, you might want to get ready. The jewel of the Yangtze approaches.
Son of a bitch. I'm supposed to find answers in that.
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in. The address you got off that Merc, Hangshaw Court Gardens. It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address, knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
Well, we didn't get to see it take off this time. Well, okay. So we're on the top level. Oh, there's a limb clinic. Maybe they'll have an occupation for me. Alright, how would I get there? Staircase. Just there. Right here. So we go down these stairs. There.
Okay.
Yeah, these ones.
Have you seen Ning lately? Not since last week. I'm starting to get worried. She missed 3 days of work already. You don't think Chan, for Ning's sake? I hope not. May is worried though. Speaking of May, is she still downstairs arguing with Acker? Where else would she be? That girl is seriously going to get herself into trouble one of these days. If that were the case, she'd already be in trouble. Between you and me, I'm starting to think Chan's afraid of her. Hello, sir. We are on break. But if you would like to talk to one of the girls on duty, just head downstairs. If you're looking for a friend, I'd head downstairs. A lot of girls looking for the company of a handsome man like you. Try not to step in anything on the way down. Just watch for any sharp objects flying through the air when you get down there.
Oh no, don't tell me I left my purse in there with May. Hey, mister, you think you could go in there and pretend to be a customer? It might break up the fight. Ever since Ning went missing, May has been on the warpath.
I told you, I am not getting arguments. Not for this.
our customers would pay much for the services of an augmented girl. You can make a lot of money.
Then tell customers to get themselves augmented, and they can go fuck themselves!
I'm sure some already have. May,
No! End of talking! It's too dangerous! I'm not changing myself for someone else's pleasure!
this isn't the end of the discussion. You'll get the surgery done if you want to keep working. Think about that.
Wow. Not much on privacy. Looks like we may have to cut this short.
You're not a customer, are you?
What makes you say that?
The way you move, your attitude.
And what's my attitude?
Police. Or soldier. Someone on business. So why are you here?
I heard your argument. What was that all about?
They want me to get augmentations. For the customer's pleasure. It's sick. I quit before I ever let them touch me.
Sounded like they don't consider it an option.
They don't. I am lucky, I guess. I've been here the longest. It has advantages. But the new girls, they're not so lucky.
What do you mean?
They are forced to get augments. It's very bad. One of the girls who work here, Ning, she has been gone for days. I fear they took her and will force her to get augmented. You seem like a good man. I am desperate. Please, can you help? I can pay you.
You said you can pay. How much are we talking here?
If you free Ning, I will pay good. 1,000 credit. More if you're willing to help again.
Okay.
What do you need me to do?
I heard the girls are drugged and taken to a place somewhere in Dagong district. There, they're held until the doctor comes. I wish you to find this place, to find where they're holding Ning. I hope it's not too late.
1,000 credits ain't bad.
Why do you think Ning has been kidnapped?
Before, we could always refuse augmentations. But more and more girls got them, and it brings more money. Now they force us to do it. They won't even hire pure breeds like me anymore, because they're not as popular.
Is Ning one of the pure breeds?
Yes. Oh, well, I hope she still is. They started pushing for her to get augments. She say no even when it gets violent. Now I fear they lose patience and will force the operation. Ning's not the first, and she won't be the last.
You keep referring to them. Who are they?
The Honghua Hotel used to be independent. In the past, we had a deal with local police for protection. And because we ran a clean and safe business, they looked the other way. But then, things changed.
What happened?
Bell Tower become the police in Lower Hansa, and they not care to help us. So, a drug lord came in with all his men and took control. Things has never been the same, and we cannot do anything about it.
Isn't this a job for the police?
The police leave Lower Hansa to Bell Tower, and Bell Tower not care what happens if criminal pay them money. They don't care about my friend, or any of the other girls forced into the sex trade.
This is a brothel? I had no idea.
Okay, I'll help your friend.
Thank you. I knew I was right about you, Mr.
Jensen.
Mr. Jensen. I fear this little time. You must find Ning before they leash her with augments.
Leash her?
Yes, they call it that. They leash their girls with augments to keep them under control by supplying neuropozyne. I do not know where they keep Ning, just that it is somewhere in Dagong district.
A specific location would help.
I tell you, I do not have one. But there is a bouncer here, Chuan Li. He works with these people. He will know where Ning is. He goes to the roof to smoke often. Look for him there. You might be able to convince him to reveal the place.
Anything else you can give me?
Yes. The men holding Ning. They most likely work with local triad gang here, the Harvesters. If you look for some of them around, maybe you find Ning better.
Got it.
Okay.
Did you find Ning? Or speak?
I'll get back to you.
Ah, lunch money.
I know most of you have never been there, so let me try to describe it to you. Picture this beautiful, technological marvel of a city with skyscrapers and universities and buildings that are basically architectural wonders. A city full of greenery, wealth, and glowing-eyed students and professionals walking the sparkling clean streets. Now, let's waltz on over to the elevator. Press the lower level button and prepare to enter hell. This is where TYM and the other blood-sucking corporations shove their plant workers after all their ball-busting shit are over. While the big wigs in the upper are playing mahjong in their mansions, ordering concubines and eating sushi or whatever they do over there, their workers, or slaves.
You were awesome, baby.
Jensen, you lost or something? Didn't think it would take this long to check out one apartment.
I took a detour. Tell me something, Malik. You think a smart card with a Tai Young Medical logo on it will come in handy in this town?
TYM, the global leader in augmentation technology? They put up almost half the cash to build this city, so maybe. Why are you asking?
No reason.
Stop right there!
Just thinking ahead.
No, hold on, I want to talk to you. Where are you going?
再也不来这里了。我该待在家里的，再也不来这里了。请不要伤害我，再也不来这里了。我该待在家里的，再也不来这里了。
Look, he's sleeping. It's all good.
Ever since Ning went missing, May has been on the warpath.
Okay. I'm really getting distracted here.
Shove off before I shove you off.
I'm here to see you.
Uh-huh. What about?
Ning.
Open the phone book. Plenty of them in there.
Your friends are holding her. I can make it worth your while if you tell me where.
Worth my while? Yeah, maybe. Let's see some credits first, the tough guy, and then maybe I'll tell you where to find her.
I gotta make sure she's okay first. She'll be a lot more valuable to me and you if she's alive and in one piece, if you know what I mean.
I get it. Smart businessman you are. Okay. I'll tell you. They're holding her on a small side street just off the open gutter in the Daigong district. But listen, I didn't say anything, right?
Okay, so I just saved my ass 2,000 credits. That's good. I don't need to talk to him again. Oh, what's this? A data slate. Okay. Like I said, I am a really distracted here. I was looking for the stairs originally to go down to the limb clinic. Did not mean it to turn into going into a brothel. Why do I keep getting turned around? Am I... Oh, okay, so that is the staircase I was looking for originally. Ransacking the hotel. But I like the music.
宝贝儿，你只对特价感兴趣啊？这个不便宜的，很值钱，我保证。
Working girl.
Sorry, mister. I'm only dancing tonight. You want more? You have to schedule an appointment.
嘿，伙计，现在不方便。你觉得我来这里是找人聊天的吗？
Yes, I think you did. That's exactly why you were here.
Want a party? I can go all night. Tongfor, make up your mind. Time is money.
You come to Haisha for a good time? Here I am. I'm not sure you can afford what I'll do to you.
Let's see. I've got 9,000 credits. Let's talk.
The augmented girls here are popular, but once in a while I like to try it natural. Some guys say they can't tell the difference, but I can. I didn't come here to talk. I came here to... Well, I think you know what I came here for. Have fun, 老外。
你看了多久了，帅哥？难道你不想摸摸吗？ You look a little like a bell tower. We get a lot of your friends in here.
I'm liking the club music. I can understand why people would want to buy the official music track. I wonder if that's included. Never actually bought an official music track to a game. It's sort of like the Just Cause 2 Mile High Club techno. Sounds like the source block for the audio is right somewhere up there.
If I were you.
Why not? Wait, don't tell me. May and Edgar going at it again?
Yep. And you know what that means.
Yeah. Edgar in a bad mood. Shame, too, because he can be sweet when he wants to.
I'm always amazed by what May gets away with.
Well, she's earned the right to talk back from time to time. When you've been around as long as she has, you know, she practically ran this place before Chan showed up.
I wish she still did.
You and me both, girl.
Good evening, sir. The manager is busy, but perhaps I could be of service to you?
Welcome to the Honghua Hotel. Our manager is currently indisposed at the moment, but I would be happy
business
to help
or
you
pleasure?
with anything you might need.
Perhaps a little bit
Just
of both?
let me know if you need anything.
Okay, now am I gonna piss people off by doing this? Never know. I'm always worried. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, where am I trying to get to? There.
Access granted.
More lunch money. This is-
你生命中最好的10分钟，别错过啦！
Okay, I'm trying to get to there.
Access granted.
I didn't get everything, but... I really do need to leave. So... we're gonna have to call it here. Just park ourselves in the building here. Save it. Alright. And I will see you all later.